started. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Motion from the back. On third down, here's Frazier. He's past the marker. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he'll rattle to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He's changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got a man in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Driving forward, it's Frazier. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Touchdown, Bulldog! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Brown wants to pass. Left side, it's Nimrod. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on second down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Brown will throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets rid of it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Second down, going to throw it. Buys time to his left. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in second and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Look out! Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff for Frazier. Got a little grass. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's third and goal.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Put 6 on the board. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Brown wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Still on his feet. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge right before the half.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They will score! Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to throw it, Stockton. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's a give to Frazier. Defense all over him.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Handoff for Frazier. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lost the throw on first. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ncaa.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Under pressure. On his feet at the 40. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires on the move. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Run in the red zone. It's Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Auburn. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got the 1st down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Owls able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Give to Washington again. They put the brakes on it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Brown wants to pass. Got him downfield. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, gonna throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Eckles. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots in zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot.
Wide open spaces. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Trying the run, it's Ncaa. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Will throw it. And he gets it away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Deep in the end zone, it's Phillips. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Comes down, it's Humphries. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To throw, it's Stockton. He'll pull it down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll give to Frazier. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the pocket, it's Stockton. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Gets the back moving. Right at the line. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Frazier. Stopped right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down to the air. Still looking to his right. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the fourth quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Wide receiver going in motion. First play of this drive. Buying time to his right. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, it's a huge, huge mistake when you're thinking when you have the football late in the ball game, I got to take care of it, get first downs. The last thing I can do, Palmer, is give the other team another offensive possession. I score or nobody scores.
And what's so heartbreaking about it, too, for the offense, David, is that in this situation of the game, all your best players are on the field. I mean, this is a close game. The guy that carries the ball the most is generally the one out there right now, the guy you trust the most. And that's who put it on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Release to the back. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. On the move. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brown wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Quick give. It's Phillips. Turning it on.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Might as well run him. The offense coughs it up. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, this is the point of the game in the fourth quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
Gonna run it. It's Ncaa. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rolls right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. There he goes. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more. But no question, they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's gone! And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the back. Makes the grab over the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over it. And it's a sack.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but You saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with a W.